Hey everyone, Dim here, and my two last videos turned into from vlogs to something good, so I'm not gonna say that it's gonna be a vlog, but if it's in a title there, then it is. Because I honestly have no idea what will this video will look like at the end, judging by how my mind works lately. I like the lighting here. Um, Yeah, I'm gonna get distracted probably a lot, but I really like how it looks like now. So, so what do I want to talk about today? About nothing, nothing really. I I needed to record something. That's as always, and I feel really dizzy. My head sort of spins around. I have as the thing that is called I think it's called vertigo. I never heard about this thing, what it actually is, but I think even I talked about this yesterday, so it doesn't really matter. um, but it is really confusing to focus on something. It's also really fun to walk around the street when everything is just not stabilized, but we do what we do. We do what we can. I just cannot sit at home. I need to go out and do something, and that's what I am actually doing. So let's talk about. So I, as usual, focused on dating in one way or another, and for a longest time, I didn't have a lot of success from apps, from cap like probably couple of weeks that I didn't actually. Awesome episode, man. Yeah, I'm just completely unfocused today. So I didn't have a lot of success lately, and I didn't have a lot of people respond to me, reply, have good conversations, and all that. But at the same time, now, today, I got so many conversations. And what point does it prove again that it is just a numbers game? That it is not like I don't know if most of these people like there is a lot of conversations, and I had a lot of fun talking with a lot of girls that matched with me today, and that was really surprising for me. Like I there was so many time spent on conversations and talking not only with them but with my friends also, and with everyone else. Is just like half of the day is just on conversations only, and that was really interesting experience. But what I wanted to talk about is it is a numbers game. You never know when it's gonna hit. You can just show up and do whatever is possible. I spent so much time, effort, and money, and psychological energy and physical energy on dating in the last months, and I didn't got a lot of results. Like I got a couple of dates that didn't go on like a second date even and all that. So I went on a lot of okay, let's not put meetups there. Meetups is a different thing. So this thing with apps, and it just didn't work. And now from the same amount of effort it's just skyrocketed. And again, that's literally a fluke, but that is a fluke that can repeat itself. So it's just randomness at this point, and that is good to remember with goals like that. So just what I wanted to remind myself, remind you that if you don't have success for a long time and you get discouraged, you can try different things. I changed my approach a couple of times and it changed the results as well. That may help, but ultimately you just need to try for a huge period of time, and a couple of months is sometimes is not long enough period of time, depending on the goal. Depending on the goal, sometimes years is not a good enough period of time. If you're focused on something really serious, like finding some like really long and invested relationship or something like that, maybe like creating a family and all. People for that probably, if you want it to be really awesome, you want to like test check people. It may take years, and it may be that it will be the case that if that is your goal and you only need one success, then everything else before that was kind of a failure. It wasn't fully a failure. You still got some experience, you still vetted through what different people, you understood yourself better. So it wasn't a complete failure, but it may feel like that. So just remember that it can take time and don't get discouraged. And keep trying, don't quit. Your goals are important, your desires are important. Whatever you want from life is important. So focus on that, go on with that, and yeah, some generic advice today. But yeah, pay attention to that. It's really easy to get into the loop of um, that's nothing is working, that it's all waste of time, and I'm gonna, I don't know, switch to something else. I'm gonna go monk. I'm not gonna approach people anymore. I'm not gonna talk with people anymore. I'm not gonna try. That is the wrong approach. It's not working. That is approach where you will quit and you won't have success because you will quit. So don't quit and keep going, and eventually you will figure that out. Yeah, so something like that. You see, it's not a vlog again, though I really confused right now. It's really hard to focus on some specific point right now, some specific thing that I want to convey. So I don't even remember what I talked about in the first half of it, for the 4 first minutes. So yeah, this is lifelong endeavor. Working on your goals, working on what you actually truly want. It's not gonna be like that, just by the snap of your fingers. It may be, maybe. I won't say it cannot 100% be. You may get lucky at the start, but even to get lucky, you need to show up there. You need to go out there at least one time. But with randomness involved, with numbers game involved in everything in our life, you probably will have to keep this up for a while. So keep this up. I understand how you feel sometimes. I felt really frustrated, and I still will feel that. So it's not to say that, oh, I figured that out now. No, definitely not. I don't know what the fuck am I doing here. And in Serbia, with all of the traditional minded people and all that, I have no idea. Like, I still like the country. I love it. It's awesome. But in addition to what I want from my life, it's like one of the worst places to be in. So yeah, not a really pleasant time have here some of the days, but ultimately it doesn't really matter. What I talked about a couple of days ago, that there is suffering, there is frustration, there is a lot of negative feelings, there is such a desire to quit, or just when you're suffering, is that it is a desire that oh, why is it happening to me? I don't want this happening to me anymore. I don't want to experience that ever again. And all you can do in these moments, besides quitting, is to accept it. To accept that, yeah, it hurts right now. It is painful. I don't want to feel that way. Yeah, that is true. Accept it and go on regardless. And when you stop fighting the negative feelings, they become a little bit easier to accept. And but when you start fighting, you can start fighting the fighting as well, because you don't want to suffer because you're suffering, and this can go on and on and on again. So accept what you're feeling. It may not be as easy as I make it sound like. I got to this point in years of trying, but still, this is the best approach I have found thus far. Because at some days you will feel better, at some days you will have much more success, but some days which will be really painful and frustrating, all you can do sometimes is just feel that and accept that, yeah, it will be like that for a while, and still have resolve to continue the other day. So yeah, that is I wanted to say something else, but I honestly don't remember it anymore, so I'm gonna end it for today. Stay awesome, keep going on, don't quit, and see you next time. Such an awesome video here. I like this lighting a lot. Look at that. Okay, bye.